A bully thrives on silence, on hesitation, on the small pause where most people look down and hope the moment passes. A Stoic does the opposite. He lifts his head, he steadies his voice. He understands that intimidation is not just a personal attack, it is a test of character. From the earliest Stoic writings, strength was never defined as loud aggression. It was defined as composure under pressure. A Stoic knows that the bully's greatest weapon is not force, but fear, and fear spreads quickly when no one interrupts it. That is why standing firm becomes an act that reaches beyond the moment. It signals that dignity has limits that cannot be crossed. There is a quiet rule beneath Stoic philosophy. Respect yourself enough to defend what is right, but control yourself enough to do it without hatred. As one Stoic-inspired maxim puts it, calm courage is louder than any shout. That balance between courage and restraint is where real authority lives. When a Stoic confronts a bully, he is not chasing victory. He is protecting order. He is refusing to let chaos dictate behavior. And in that refusal, he sets a tone that others can follow. The moment becomes larger than two people. It becomes a statement about what will and will not be tolerated. This is why the Stoics treated everyday conflicts as moral training. Each confrontation was practice. Each insult was a choice point. Yield to fear or step into clarity. And once you see it that way, standing up to a bully stops being optional. It becomes part of the discipline of living well. In ancient Rome, public life was loud and unforgiving. Reputation could rise or fall in a single exchange. One afternoon in the Forum, a young statesman known for his Stoic discipline found himself cornered by a rival who had built a following through mockery and intimidation. The rival raised his voice, drawing a crowd. He hurled personal insults, each one crafted to provoke anger. The young statesman did not step back. He did not match volume with volume. Instead, he waited. The noise settled into a tense silence as the crowd sensed something unusual. When he spoke, his voice was measured. He addressed the accusations directly, correcting false claims with clear facts. Then he turned to the rival and calmly stated that public debate required respect, not theatrics. The effect was immediate. The rival tried to interrupt, but the crowd no longer reacted to him. They were watching the composure of the man who refused to be dragged into spectacle. His restraint exposed the bully's strategy. Without anger to feed on, the intimidation collapsed into awkwardness. What mattered was not that he won an argument, it was that he demonstrated a different model of strength. He showed that control could command more attention than aggression. Witnesses later described the moment as a turning point in his reputation. People trusted a man who could face hostility without losing balance. This scene captures a principle the Stoics emphasized repeatedly. External events do not control your character unless you surrender it. By choosing steadiness over retaliation, the young statesman reshaped the encounter. He transformed a public attack into a lesson in disciplined courage. The Stoic school emerged during periods of political instability, when power often rested in the hands of those willing to use fear as a tool. Philosophers such as Seneca and Epictetus wrote extensively about the danger of allowing intimidation to shape public life. They argued that societies decline when citizens accept bullying as normal behavior. Historical records from the Roman era show that Stoic thinkers frequently clashed with authoritarian figures. Some were exiled for criticizing abuses of power. Their resistance was not reckless rebellion. It was grounded in a belief that justice required visible opposition to coercion. When intimidation goes unanswered, it becomes policy.